Good morning, Knicks Nation. God bless, God bless. Happy Saturday. It is the weekend. Hope everybody's doing well, and hope your family's doing well. And just want to say, I don't know where you guys live at. I don't know what part of the world or country you guys live at. Over here, I'm in the East Coast, and it's supposed to rain. I'm over here at work. I'm actually working a little overtime today, so I figured let me do a little bit of talking to you guys. A little bit of Knicks talk, of course. Because you're always going to hear something new at this point, right? So, but hope everybody's doing well. So, just wanted to talk real quick. So, I know yesterday I was talking about the coaching search and stuff like that. I know also yesterday. There's rumors out there that the Knicks are going to talk to Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown for their coaching vacancy. Two pretty decent coaches, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about them personally. As not the most hottest name out there, but they have a lot of experience, and they're pretty good defensive coaches, in my personal opinion. I know Taylor Jenkins is definitely a really good coach. It's funny because he got let go. He got let go from Memphis. I was very surprised by that. That took me totally by surprise because I wasn't expecting it to happen. Especially when he brought Memphis to 250 game winning seasons back to back. Kind of like Tom Thibodeau did with the Knicks. So I don't know. That threw me off really big time. And it was right before the playoffs started, which was even more surprising. That one kind of really took me out. But I'm optimistic in his coaching experience. He plays, from what I keep hearing, he plays 9-10 guys. He goes pretty deep in his bench. And I've seen a couple of games in the past, of course, where he's played in the playoffs, of course, when he's played 9-10 guys off the bench, deep in. So I think that would really help. He's a good defensive-minded coach. He's a good coach. He's a good communicator, from what I can tell. And I think he'll do well in New York, in my personal opinion. If this is a big if the Knicks plan to go forward with him. Of course, then you have Mike Brown, who's got a lot of experience himself. He's been to the playoffs many times, and he's coached LeBron. He's coached Cleveland. He's coached Sacramento. Of course, that was the last team he coached before he got fired. That kind of surprised me too, because Mike Brown's a very good coach too, man. Again, not the hottest name out there, but he's a good coach. So, and again, he's a good defensive coach as well. He's very articulate when he talks. And I believe he goes about 8-9 deep in the bench as well. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. So, that's, again, I'm saying this to say that, Tom Thibodeau, as much as I liked him a lot, we all know what his flaws were when it came to playing his bench. That's no surprise, especially when he did it back in Minnesota and Chicago. That's his DNA, man. That's his motto. He likes to play his starters like crazy, as we all know. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. So those two coaches are supposed to be being interviewed next week, from what I keep hearing. It's going to be interesting to see how that transpires. And it's funny, man, because, again, something just tells me, man, again, I could be wrong when I say this. Maybe it's just me. It's just a little gut that I've had for the past, I would say, 3 or 4 days, 5 days. That just because the Knicks were denied access to interviewing any of these coaches in the past, like a Jason Kidd, Ime Udoka, Chris Finch, etc., I still have my hands on Jason Kidd somehow, some way. I swear. I don't know what it is. Just a feeling that I have, a feeling that I have where you know, those talks are not going to be over. Just because he was denied access to him. I think Jason Kidd possibly, maybe, might ask out. Might be like, you know what? I'm not really happy here, and I haven't been happy here since Luka got traded. I don't know. Because obviously when Luka was traded, I know in that press conference when him and Nico were talking about that trade, of trading Luka, I know he was not happy. Jason Kidd was not happy. You saw it in his face. If you go back, go on YouTube and Google it. Go on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can just tell. So again, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be right. So, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting, you know, next couple of weeks, I would say. You know, because of course, you have Mike Brown and you have Taylor Jenkins, of course. Again, not the hottest names, but pretty decent coaches in my opinion. You know, I'm actually surprised they haven't asked yet to talk to Steve Kerr or Eric Spoelstra for that matter. So we'll see. I'm not gonna lie to you, as a Knicks fan, it's very frustrating to see that they're basically going down the list of different coaches that are currently employed. It's very weird. I've never seen this before. Maybe there's a plot to their madness. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know. But either way, it's just very strange to me. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment section. You know, because I find it very, very strange. But yet, at least we do have two coaches that are being interviewed next week. You know, so we'll see how that goes. You know, and let me know what you guys think. All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. If you get the opportunity to watch this far. You know, give me a like on this video if you don't mind. I really, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. That will help me out a lot. I'll be very, very grateful for that. And I will talk to you guys soon again. All right, you guys take care. Let's go New York.